it started as an excuse to get to warmer weather in the winter has spawned decades of competition and tradition, and today, once again, these two will square off to find out who will take home the coveted jeweled Shilaleigh. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the USC Trojans. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Trojans will put total leather and will get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. We're hoping for a little more drama than we got a season ago when the Trojans obliterated the Irish.
They absolutely laid the hammer. And the Trojans, listen, this is a team that you can count on every year now. They're starting to put their name in the hat. They've always had so much prestige, tradition. End of the year, these games, they matter. Can they deliver another statement game again this year?
I think the Trojans coaching staff last year did such a good job getting their team's minds right. And the leaders in that locker room, they were really making sure that everyone's intensity was at a different level going into that game. No doubt they want to come out, blow out Notre Dame again, and keep the jeweled Shilaleigh in the trophy case.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get good 3rd down situations, execute on 3rd down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
They'll run it from the gun. Makes a man miss. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Peterson. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Looking for more room. Touchdown, USC! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. He's got him. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Connor. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. To the air, it's Peterson. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds. Line getting set on second down. Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Got his man on the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They're going back to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Handoff from the gun. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll throw on 3rd down. He's got it, and he won't be able to push his way in. He's stopped at the 1. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They'll move the tight end. Got it back on 2nd and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. They punted away on 4th down. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. From the gun. Give on the inside. Jukes his way for more.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Punts it out of the air. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. He leaves it with the back. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Auburn had an impressive showing there on the Plains, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Bo Jackson is impressed with this one. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden Tates, those elite players out wide, is something they've been missing over the last several years.
They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Notre Dame right back to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now, because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Trojans! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
28, Notre Dame, 0.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return, as the coverage unit was there and ready. RPO complete to open the drive. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football, because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to throw, it's Peterson. He's going to take off. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The give out of the gun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Connor. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30. The give to the back. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Finds his tight end. He stopped well short of the line to gain at the 22. Not a chip shot field goal, but certainly makeable. We'll see what they do on 4th down. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's the heat. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Back open in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And first down for the offense.
They'll leave it with him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Trojans are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run play action. Zings it complete to the right. Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Looking downfield on first down. The quick out. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. They're going to run it. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, USC. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So it's an 80-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Here come the Irish back on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Off play action. He's got his man. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
1st and goal, USC.
Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Duke is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Daniel Jones, this offense is not guaranteed to just keep scoring points today. They're up by a field goal over Pittsburgh. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Peterson. Rushes on him. On the run, fires downfield. They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys? He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Out of the backfield, he's open. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, the jeweled Shilaleigh on the line, and already USC and Notre Dame has given us some impressive moments. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between USC and Notre Dame plays out.
Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the ground with the back. Turning it on. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. To the ground. He's got it again. Shakes off the defender. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockney's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
First down for the offense.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Fires to the tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
At the 9-yard line. Second down coming up.
Power football with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. The play action fake. Touchdown, Trojans. Quick strike through the air for the score. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Notre Dame, 3.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That pass is incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away.
Number 10, on to kick it away.
Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Wants to go up top. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Trojans will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. On the move, it's Aurora. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. Back to throw, it's Peterson. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. To the air on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Gets the back moving. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
That's caught. It's Melton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Quarterback moving. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Quarterback will keep it. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Trojans! They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0. Traveler in the entire Trojan nation starting to feel their oats as SC has built a lead in this one.
I'm impressed, too, with the Trojans in this one. They've got a lot of competition in conference week in, week out. You don't get a break when you go out of conference to play Notre Dame, but mentally, they've had a lot left in the tank. They are dominating Notre Dame here, Gabe.
And it's so fun to watch year after year. Great uniforms, great football. This matchup, the Jewel Shilaleigh, every single year is always fun to watch.
56, Notre Dame, 3.
Here he comes with the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got his man. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Quick release on the RPO.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks, and you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. They boot it away. Here's the return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense up. Breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Under fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On the move. Finds a little space. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Western Kentucky is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage, but despite all that, we still have a very close game.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here come the Irish back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he's all bumped. They get him for a safety. He tried with everything to scoop it up and get it out of the end zone, but they were there to stop him.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple weeks, especially the next week in practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
Oh, he's got a chance. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Across the 25. He's got room. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 39-yard run to the house. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the returner will be brought down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Snagged out of the air. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Really good start to this drive. They've moved the chains a couple of times. They've created some space. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Unloads quickly. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Fires to the middle. Goes right through his hands, falls to the ground, and they have also dropped this game as the clock strikes 0. Tommy Trojan rides with a sword on his belt and a jeweled shillelagh at his side after knocking off the Fighting Irish. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.